When Victoria discovered what looked like just a thrown-away purple kitten beside the road, she never knew that this one kind act would pull her into a puzzle that would completely change what she thought about the harmless animal she was going to save. What began as a basic animal doctor visit would quickly turn into the start of an amazing finding that both Victoria and the officials weren't ready for. The animal doctor looked at the kitten, and all of a sudden his eyes got big with worry. "Miss," he said with a shaky voice, "this isn't a kitten." Victoria looked confused. "What are you saying? It's clearly a cat." "Where did you find this creature exactly?" "I have to make a very important phone call," he said, rushing out of the room. Victoria looked at the purple animal with new interest. If this wasn't a cat, then what could it be? Victoria had been driving home from visiting family when she first spotted it. The box wasn't there when she passed by earlier that morning. She noticed a blanket hanging over the sides and knew she had to stop and look. Something from deep down told her that whatever was inside, it was probably not good. Her gut feeling was correct when Victoria let out a shocked breath at what she found inside. After she stopped her car by the road, she got out and walked over to the cardboard box. The small animal looked up at her with large, scared eyes, and the poor little one tried to make sounds but couldn't. Victoria's heart felt crushed when she saw how badly it was trembling. The creature in the box was only a baby kitten, but pretty big for how young it was, and it was totally purple. She couldn't understand how anyone would leave helpless creatures like this behind. Winter would be here soon, for crying out loud. Victoria knew she couldn't just abandon it there by the road, and decided right away that she would bring the poor animal back to her house. Victoria reached down to pick up the box, but as soon as her hand got near, she heard the young cat making angry sounds. The poor thing was completely scared, and you couldn't blame it. Victoria chose to sit down next to the box instead. The kitten pulled itself into a tighter ball, keeping its eyes on her as she moved, but it allowed her to sit there. "How could someone be so mean?" Victoria said quietly as she watched the kitten. When Victoria felt the animal had gotten used to her being there, she carefully moved her hands toward the box again. This time, the cat just watched her closely, but didn't make angry sounds or act mean. Victoria felt happy when she saw this. The animal was beginning to believe she was safe, which made her even more sure about bringing it home after seeing the vet. Victoria walked fast to the front desk at the animal clinic, holding the box safely with both hands. "Good afternoon, miss. What can I do for you today?" the person at the desk asked. "Good afternoon. I don't have a meeting set up, but I found a left-behind kitten and I want to check if it's healthy." In just a few minutes, Victoria was in the doctor's checking room, where she carefully placed the kitten and its box on the table. "Hello there, I'm Dr. Petrov," the doctor said, telling her his name while looking at the cat. The moment he saw the animal, his face showed worry lines. He slowly got closer to the cat, and the animal watched the doctor with doubt but let him come near. "This purple shade," Dr. Petrov said under his breath as he felt the animal's coat with his covered hands. "The purple looks like some type of coloring, but it seems to be harmless for animals. Still, I want to do more checks," the doctor said. Dr. Petrov looked at the kitten very closely, and his face showed both wonder and concern. When he felt the kitten's body, he saw that its size and bone shape weren't right for a regular house cat. The checks that Dr. Petrov did showed unexpected results. The kitten's responses were totally different from regular cats, and its eye shape was strange too. "This is truly amazing," Dr. Petrov said, looking at the test results. "I have to say, this is different from anything I've seen in my normal work. Its features are very strange." Victoria's heart pounded with both fear and excitement. The kitten she had saved was proving to be much more puzzling than she had ever thought possible. "You can bring it home for now, Doctor," Petrov told her, "but we really must do more checking." He made it clear how important it was to bring the kitten back soon for more tests. Victoria agreed, her thoughts racing with mixed feelings. The puzzle around the purple kitten was getting more complicated every moment. That evening, Victoria stayed awake in bed with the kitten rolled up beside her. She felt thrilled about caring for this puzzling animal, but at the same time, worry was bothering her. Not knowing what her new friend really was gave her more questions than answers. As the kitten slept calmly, making soft rumbling sounds that felt soothing, Victoria thought about what the future would bring for both of them. In the comfort and protection of her house, Victoria started making a cozy area for the kitten. She looked through old pet things and found a fluffy bed and some playthings. Seeing the kitten check out its new home with interested eyes filled her with love and made her determined to give it the greatest care she could. The moment came for the kitten's first washing, which Victoria faced with some worry. To her total amazement, the kitten stayed relaxed, its eyes watching her softly as water ran over its purple coat. Different from most cats that dislike water, this kitten seemed almost happy with it, making the puzzle about what it really was even more confusing. As time passed, Victoria found herself getting closer and closer to the kitten. Its calm company was a steady source of comfort in her house. She spoke to it, told it her thoughts, and the kitten answered back with gentle rumbling and sweet nudges. Every moment together made their connection stronger, and Victoria's first curiosity turned into deep, loving care for this confusing creature. As the kitten rested in a ray of sunshine, Victoria watched it with a caring smile. The name Luna popped into her head, inspired by its mysterious qualities and special purple shade. Every time she said that name, Luna would turn its big, interested eyes toward her, always filling her with amazement. Day by day, Victoria saw Luna's strange features. Its paws were much bigger than normal for its size, and it moved with a smoothness that seemed odd for a baby kitten. Also, Luna was strangely silent, hardly ever making any noises, which was very unusual for cats. These features made Victoria wonder even more about what her purple friend really was. While tidying up her house, Victoria found the box she had found Luna in. As she examined it more closely, she saw a dim address written on the side. This finding made her very interested. Could this be a hint about where Luna came from? Her heart started racing at the chance of figuring out the mystery behind the kitten's abandonment. With the address in her possession, Victoria sat down at her computer. She entered the information into the search website, hoping to find out more about Luna's history. Victoria spent time looking through online records and local discussion groups, searching for any mention of the address or reports of missing or unusual animals. After many hours of careful looking, Victoria finally understood what the faded address on the box said. Sorry for the interruption. Before we continue with the story, I kindly ask you to like the video and subscribe to this channel. It is very important for us. Thank you very much. The address brought her to a strange area she'd never seen before, filled with warehouses and factories instead of houses. Finding this place created even more puzzles instead of solving them, but it was her first real clue about Luna's mysterious past. Getting more worried, Victoria grabbed her phone and called the police. She told them what was going on, trying to sound calm even though fear was building inside her. I found an address that goes with a kitten I saved, and it might be really important, she said to them. That afternoon, a police officer showed up at Victoria's door. He seemed serious but nice, and he looked closely at the box while Victoria told him everything. He wrote things down and took pictures of the address, acting like a professional but clearly worried too. Right before he left, the officer said something that scared her. "The place where this address is," he started, "has a lot of shady criminal stuff going on." His words made her feel cold all over. What kind of trouble had Luna been in before Victoria found her? When the officer was gone, Victoria sat alone, her thoughts spinning with all kinds of scary ideas. How was the address connected to Luna? As time went by, Victoria waited nervously for news from the police, wanting answers but also scared of what they might find out. A few days went by, then a detective came to see Victoria. He said the address was tied to suspected crimes that might have involved animals. Victoria's heart dropped when she heard this. The thought that Luna could have been part of something illegal really upset her. Before the detective left, he told Victoria to be careful and watch out. "Tell us about anything weird, strange actions, or people coming around," he warned her. Victoria agreed, feeling like a heavy weight had been put on her. Victoria was determined to keep Luna safe, so she put up security cameras and asked friends what to do. Having their help made her feel better. At least she wasn't dealing with this alone. Days went by and her worry grew stronger. Victoria kept watching the camera videos and got scared at every sound she didn't recognize. With no updates from the police, her fear got worse. Not knowing what was happening was driving her crazy. Victoria took Luna back to Dr. Petrov and told him about her worries. His face showed deep concern. "I've been thinking about Luna's strange features," he said. "They're really not normal for regular house cats." After thinking for a moment, "I think we need someone who knows more to look at her." He would talk to an animal expert because he thought Luna was something more than normal. Victoria felt both relieved and nervous at the same time. The next week, police called Victoria. They were working harder on their investigation because Luna might be connected to suspicious crimes. One morning, Victoria saw on the news that police had raided criminals who were trafficking animals. Her heart beat fast as everything started making sense. Could Luna have been part of this? The idea made her feel sick. She hugged Luna tight as the kitten made happy sounds, not knowing about the dangerous world she had gotten away from. A detective came by later with new information. He said Luna could be very important to their case and asked Victoria to keep her for now. They would watch the house secretly to keep them safe. Victoria said yes, feeling responsible for Luna and the growing investigation. Even with all the craziness, Victoria felt better when Luna was around. Every day their friendship got stronger, bringing happiness and comfort. Then Victoria got a phone call from the detective that changed everything. The police had attacked the address connected to Luna's box and found a huge illegal business. Her heart pounded with relief and worry mixed together. "We found something really big, Victoria," the detective said. "This wasn't just any criminal business." The detective kept talking and told her that the raid had found a place that was illegally breeding wild animals. They had cages packed with different wild animals, including baby panthers, he said. Victoria's brain couldn't handle this news. She looked down at Luna, who was playing like nothing was wrong, and felt scared. Could Luna have come from such an awful place? A few days later, Victoria met with a wildlife expert who had been there during the raid. After looking at Luna carefully, he confirmed what the police had thought all along. "I'm sorry to say this," the expert said kindly, "but Luna is a baby panther, not a house cat." Victoria was completely stunned, her mind trying to understand what she'd just heard. The animal she had taken care of and loved was actually a wild creature, and its real identity had been hidden from her until now. The expert told her that Luna had somehow gotten away from the illegal place and ended up in the cardboard box where Victoria found her. Each new piece of information made Luna's story more complicated. a story of staying alive and luck that had brought the young panther into Victoria's world. The detective thanked Victoria for helping them find the illegal business. "If you hadn't found Luna and brought her to us, we might never have figured this out," he said with gratitude. Victoria felt proud, but also very sad. She had helped catch criminals, but now Luna's future was completely unknown. Victoria sat quietly, looking at Luna in a whole new way. The truth was incredibly hard to accept. Luna was a baby panther, not the house kitten she had thought she was. Her emotions were all mixed up: love, shock, and deep sadness. She knew what she would need to do, but the idea of giving her up felt impossible. Luna, not understanding all the upset feelings around her, made soft, happy sounds and rubbed against Victoria with love. After thinking about it for a really long time, Victoria knew what would be best for Luna. With her heart breaking, she made the painful choice to send Luna to a place for wild animals. The decision crushed her heart, but she knew it was right for Luna's health and future. Saying goodbye would be the hardest thing she would ever have to do. Victoria went to visit the wildlife place to make sure it was perfect for Luna. The place was big and had everything needed, with skilled workers who cared about helping wild animals get better. She watched Luna check out the new place with careful interest. It was happy and sad at the same time, knowing Luna belonged there, but also feeling the pain of having to say goodbye soon. The moment finally came for Victoria to leave Luna at the sanctuary. She got down on her knees and held Luna one last time, crying hard. "You're going to be fine here, sweetie," she said softly, her voice shaking with sadness. Luna rubbed against her one final time, like she was saying goodbye without words. Victoria got up with a broken heart and walked away, leaving part of herself there with Luna. In the days after, Victoria's house felt horribly empty without Luna. Looking for comfort, she decided to help out at the sanctuary. This let her stay close to Luna and watch her grow from far away. Every visit was happy and sad at the same time, but Victoria felt peace knowing that Luna was safe and doing well. Their connection, even though it was changed forever, stayed an important part of her life. Did you like this story? Would you have chosen to keep Luna, or let her go to the sanctuary? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Every decision we make shapes our future. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video and have a wonderful day.